Hey Scorpio, welcome to Sweet Tea Astrology and Tarot. My name is Erica. Welcome to the channel. I'm so glad that you found me, and thank you for being so gracious with me while I've been away. Lots of things have happened. I'm not really going to get into it, but it's been pretty shocking and surprising on my end. Let's talk about some of the things that have happened for us astrologically, and then we can talk about the things that are going to happen, and I'll pull some cards and try to make this as short and sweet and to the point as possible. And I'm also planning on pulling some Halloween-focused oracle cards for you as soon as I get finished with this series. So, and when I do that, I'll also talk more about Jupiter moving into Scorpio. Anyways, so, yay, Jupiter just moved into Scorpio, right? On the 5th of the month, we had a full moon at 12 degrees of Aries, and this occurred in your 6th house, Scorpio rising. The 6th house is the house of work and health, or the competency and skills that you bring to the services that you provide. It also deals with your day-to-day life, your daily to-do list, the daily grind, and the things that you do to make your life easier and your body move more efficiently and effectively. On the 10th, we had Jupiter move into our sign, Scorpio, the first house. Now, Scorpio, if you are not already working out, I suggest you start, because even if you have a healthy diet, you will find a way to pack on a few extra pounds. I had a lot of my Libran friends who were very upset at the fact that they were putting on weight, even though they were still maintaining their same routine. And I tried to let them know that Jupiter was in their sign, but they weren't really understanding of it. So Jupiter expands wherever it goes. So if your world in one way or another is not growing, then your waistline may be. Just saying. And some of you Scorpios out there may be getting pregnant, so be careful. I've seen that happen before when Jupiter hits the first house. On the 14th of the month, we've got Venus, the planet of love, beauty, harmony, money, and resources, moving into Libra, and that is your 12th house. That's a very private house, so it could be that there's some secret communication. It could be that there is some secret money or secret karmic things coming your way. Venus being in the 12th house could also be that you're just having really nice dreams or really, really sweet karmic interactions. Let me move these cards out of frame. Now let me shuffle for you the Sage Goddess Gemstone Oracle cards and continue talking about the astrology. So, on the 17th, we've got Mercury, the planet of thought, movement, and communication, moving into Scorpio. So, my Scorpio brothers and sisters, because I'm a Scorpio rising, we will be doing a lot more moving. We will be doing a lot more thinking, a lot more talking, probably on Facebook or social media more, or just having a lot more of our social interactions. People wanting to be around us and wanting our time, if you will. On the 19th, we've got a new moon at in Libra. I didn't write down the degree sign, but it's a new moon in Libra. It's in your 12th house, and this is a house, again, it's a very quiet house. It's the house of your dream space. It's the house of secrets, secret enemies. It's the house of karma. It's the house of self-undoing. So it's a very dark house to see astrologically, if you will. So there's that. A new moon in the 12th house. Maybe that you want to start learning what dreams mean, possibly. Would be cool. Now, on the 22nd, we've got Mars moving into Libra, which, again, is your 12th house, and I do see a lot of Libras having a hard time sleeping with Mars in the 12th. It's one of two things. It'll be a really hard time sleeping, feeling very restless, or just dealing with a lot of possible sexual energy. You may be dealing with a secret crush or something like that, or you may be working out some sexual energy with somebody, or you may be doing it alone. No judgment. Mars is the co-ruler of Scorpio, and when it's in the 12th house, it can be a little impactful for you. On the 28th, we have the Sun moving into Scorpio. It will officially be Scorpio season then, so happy birthday to all of the early Scorpios. It'll be at the end of this month. The early Scorpios, and happy birthday to the late Libras out there. But yeah, the Sun moving into the first house, all eyes will be on you. The spotlight will be on you. Let me cut this oracle deck for you. I'm using the Illuminated Tarot deck by Caitlin Keegan. I like it because it gives a lot more information, and I try to give the Rider-Waite Tarot Association with the cards as well. I pulled for you the top and bottom card of the cut Sage Goddess Gemstone Oracle deck. And what I'm going to do now, as always, is hit the pause button, flip these cards over, do the astrological math or the tarot math, look at my astrology notes, and try to bring forth the best, most empowering information that I can for you for the rest of the month of October. So hang tight, Scorpio. I'll be right back. Hey, Scorpio, I'm back. I've got your cards, so let's go ahead and get started. And for the intrepid viewer, you notice a new box over here in front of my box set. It's because I have a brand new deck of cards that I have never used on camera before. I recently acquired it, and there are some cards that I want some clarity on, so I'm going to use my new deck to try to give us some more clarity, and you'll understand why when I get to the cards. So let's do this. Alright, we've got the Seven of Cups, or the Seven of Hearts, and this deals with new feelings. It can also deal with the theme of faith. It's, the number 7 is also the house of Libra, and we've got Venus, the new moon, and Mars all in Libra before the month ends, so that could be the focus on that as well. The cups represent water sign energy, and the water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, so this could be speaking to you as well. Could be speaking to you about a Libra, or about the 7th house, dealing with your friendships, and like, the 7th house is your partnerships and your relationships, and that covers your friendships, but it's really about how you learn about who you are as an individual through those interactions with other people. The Rider-Waite Tarot associations with the 7 of Cups deal with illusion, fantasy, imagination. I also see it as too many options and drinking too much, because 7 cups is a lot of cups. Could also be that you have a lot of ideas, or a lot of irons in the fire, if you will, things that are important to you. But this card represents the theme of the past, and it deals with new feelings, secrets, and imagination as well. The first card in the top 3 for clarity is the 5 of Spades. This is never really one of my favorite cards to show y'all, but I'll give you every piece of information I can when it comes to it. First being, this represents the past, okay? And this is the 5 card. You do have astrological planetary influence in the 5th house. You have Neptune in the 5th house, which makes things very foggy. It can also be a very spiritual house. It's the house of addiction as well. And seeing as though it's in the house of your social life and dealing with your children, it can be kind of concerning. Again, this is the card that represents the past, so hopefully whatever it is that has gone on is in the past, or will soon be in your past. But the 5 of Spades represents the 5 of Swords. The number 5 deals with adversity. This card represents dealing with a difficult opponent or a possible disappointment. It also, in the in this card's deck, I think of the fact of there being a poker face involved, that there's unknown knowledge, that one person knows more than the other, that there's an unfair playing field, that you should keep your cards close to your chest as well. But in the Rider-Waite Association, it deals with conflict, tension, and defeat. The second card that fell for you, and this is why I'm going to pull some more cards, so don't freak out, Scorpios. They're just pictures on cards. This is the 6 of Clubs, but it's also representative of the Tower. There is, it represents the present. So there's a revelation or a drastic shift that could be coming your way. The Tower represents the planet Mars, And we've got Mars in Libra, so it could be that there is an argument in your partnerships or an argument in your friendships. Could be that you're dealing with legal system matters, because that's the 7th. It can deal with the 7th house as well. What I mean by legal system matters is that you have to testify in open court against someone or something like that. 7, or no, not 7. The Tower card is the 16th card in the major arcana. 1 plus 6 is 7, and that's how I'm tying it into the Libra association. The 6 of Wands represents, well, the 6 represents growth, and the Wands represent fire. This card deals with self-confidence and progress. But the Tower represents action, a crisis point, something that needs attention now. What's interesting is you have Uranus, the planet of shocks and surprises. Do you see these lightning bolts right here? So Uranian. Very much Uranian. Very shocks and surprises. You have Uranus transiting through your 6th house. And Uranus is the planet of shocks, surprises, liberation, rebellion, and change. Sometimes change you don't necessarily want or that you're looking for. But the full moon in Aries was also in the 6th house. So what happened in that 6th house for you? What happened in work and health or competency and skills? What happened to your day-to-day agenda? For me, I fell off the face of the planet because of what occurred in my world. Because some secrets were revealed to me that I could not even, my evens could not even. And like I said, I'm a Scorpio rising. I'm going to pull a card to find out why the Tower is here in just a moment. But before I do that, let me get to the future card. And this card is the 6 of Cups. It also represents the Lovers card. Again, the full moon in the 6th house. So this was something that was very emotional for you. Being a water sign, you're moved by the moon. It doesn't matter that Cancer is ruled by the moon. All of the water signs get a little moody around the moon. It's just something that I've personally noticed. We all get a little crazy around the full moon. That's why they call us lunatics. It's because of the lunar phenomena. Our bodies are, 90%, 90+% water. Our brains alone, I know, are 90+% water. If the moon can control the tide, if the sun and moon controls the tides, don't you think it might have a little influence over us? Anyways, 6 of Cups. Also the 6 of Hearts. The 6 speaks to the issue of growth. The Cups deal with water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It deals with innocence, nostalgia, karmic and karmic bonds in the Rider-Waite Tarot. The Lovers is representative of the zodiac sign of Gemini. So something you may be looking forward towards Gemini season. You may be meeting a Gemini, something to that effect. It may be a really good work situation because, again, 6th house, work and health, competency and skills that you bring to the services that you provide. The Lovers in the major arcana is the number 6 card as well. It deals with beauty, it deals with love, it deals with union, but it also deals with major life choices and major life decisions. It's a turning point, and sometimes it can be, especially with this 6 of Cups association with the Lovers, it can be like a karmic bond, like soulmate type thing, and that's not something that I say very often in my readings. It could be. Doesn't mean that it will be, but it could be. And it could have all started at work, and it could have been something secret, something unknown, something hidden. Now, I did the Tarot Math Association with what fell. We have 7, 5, 6, and 6. That's 12 plus 12, which is 24. 2 plus 4 is 6, and that speaks to that 6th house, which is where Uranus is. The solar eclipse was heavily influenced by the planet Uranus, the planet of shocks and surprises. So there have been some shocks and surprises that have occurred, especially in you Scorpio risings, daily work, daily life, daily health, your daily to-do list, your daily agenda. Like I said, I fell off the planet for 2 months because of what had gone on. This definitely speaks to the situation that I was dealing with, thematically. Now, what I'm going to do is, before I do the oracle cards, from the Wild Unknown Tarot deck, which is by Kim Crayons. I was very lucky to get a first edition set of this deck, which is a difficult thing to get. I'm shuffling this deck now for my Scorpios, focusing in on why did the Tower fall for us in this spread in the present situation, and is there any knowledge that we can glean from it? Why did the Tower fall for my Scorpios? Okay. What fell was the Judgment card. And that is another major arcana card. So the Tower is falling because of some sort of judgment. And look at this. It's the 20th card of the major arcana. Speaks to the second house, 2 plus 0, second house ruled by Taurus. But the Judgment card in itself is representative of the planet Pluto. And Pluto has just recently gone direct. Pluto is in your 3rd house. That is the house of your communication, your short distance trips, dealing with your siblings, your cousins, and your neighbors. There's been some judgment in one way or another going on in that area of life, and that's a part of why the Tower has shown up for us. Pluto's a very transformative planet. I think of it in the terms of coastal erosion. It's something that's occurring at all times, but we don't see it without a meta perspective or without a before and after picture. Deals with the summing up and the evaluation of the revelation, the drastic shift is what's coming to me for this. What I love about the way this artistry is that it's like the phoenix rising from the ashes, literally. The darkness turning to light again. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. So, for the oracle cards, let's look. The first card you got, Blue Argonite. This is what the Blue Argonite card looks like. It, pardon me, deals with empathy, intuition, and peace. It can help heal and amplify the vibrations of the throat and heart chakra. Blue Argonite intensifies psychic abilities, stabilizes emotions for empaths, heals emotional wounds, and aids in better communication. You've pulled this card to support you in overcoming the shield of numbness you use to block out the intense emotion of others. Meditate with Blue Argonite to stabilize yourself, to open your intuition, and to heal emotionally. Blue Argonite. The second card that was pulled for you is the Green Adventuring card. That's what this card looks like from the Sage Goddess Gemstone Oracle deck. Green Adventuring deals with energy, abundance, and self-assurance. It can also heal and amplify the vibrations of the heart chakra. Green Adventuring is the stone of luck, abundance, and growth, bringing more of what you seek into your life. You've pulled this card because your finances, your business, your family, or some other aspect of your life is ready for expansion. Meditate with Green Adventuring for a zestful approach to life, a renewed assurance, and prosperity in all kinds and forms. That was a pretty positive ending, if you ask me, Scorpio, especially with Jupiter moving into our sign. I hope you're feeling positive. Jupiter is at 0 degrees Scorpio right now, and we have until this time next year to utilize the blessings that Jupiter wants to bring us. Remember, Jupiter only expands the energy that it walks into. So I hope that the energy that you have now is good energy, so you only grow more of it. I'm sending you a lot of love. I do hope you enjoyed this video, this reading. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you already have, I thank you from the bottom of my very grateful heart. Like I said, I'm going to be around to do the Oracle card videos as soon as I get finished with this series of videos. I'm sorry I fell off the planet, y'all, but there was some serious stuff going on in my world that needed some serious attention. And that came before everything else. But I feel like I'm back, y'all. So, take care. Please take care of yourself. Please take care and remind yourself to save some of that kindness that you would give yourself for others. Save some of that kindness for others, because we're all going through private battles in our world that some of us may never speak about to another living soul. I'm sending you so much love. I'll see you again soon. But until then, take care. Namaste. Bye. And I love y'all.